My aim and my mission is really to help people to really embrace their voice, fulfill their promise, and essentially unleash their truth onto the world. One thing that I've seen a lot of with my clients recently is just this whole notion of they just want to feel, kind of have fulfilled lives. And what I found is what people really want, right? They really want to get to their own truth, right? If they can really understand who they are, who they stand for, what they're all about, they can find contentment and joy in pretty much anything. One thing I find, and statistics show it, that we spend actually about 2/3 to 3/4 of our time, so anywhere from 67 to 75% of our time with negative thoughts. We spend most of our time actually thinking about the past, things that have already happened, and kind of going over those things in our mind, or thinking about what's going to be happening in the future, and thinking about that and worrying about that and planning for that. How many of us actually take the time to enjoy the shower, to notice that how the beads of the water is kind of flowing against us, right? The warmth of the water, how relaxed we are, actually taking the time in the moment to enjoy the moment. We're always in the past, in the present. This is an opportunity for us today to be in the moment. There's really three types of people. The first one is this whole notion of a clock, right? Get up in the morning, brush your teeth, wash your face, take showers, coffee, eat, whatever you do, go to work, and kind of just repeat this cycle. Then there are people that are kind of more like thermometers. Those are the people that kind of like, things are going well, they're happy. Things don't go well, they're sad. Someone gives them a compliment, they're up. So the circumstance in the situation dictates who they are and how they show up in the moment. Then you have the folks that you guys just talked about, being on the journey, people that really like a thermostat. They aren't dictated to by the circumstance of the situation. They decide what the temperature in the room is. If something happens, it's not about good or bad, it just is. There's really four pieces to it, right? And you see it every time. And tell me if it's wrong, right? You start with a dream, it's something that they want to accomplish, right? Then they engage some way, experiment, engage in some way, and there's typically some failures, right? Then they learn lessons, and then there's success. It's about first understanding and knowing your story, and then being able to kind of understand what really makes you tick in that voice and how to embrace the best of you, really embrace what I call your superpowers. And in that, those desires, how do you really fulfill? I call those desires really our promise to the world. We're all here to make some sort of commitment on how we're going to contribute to the world, right? To ourselves and the world. So how do we actually fulfill that promise?